Here in Georgia, summertime means school's out, time for vacations and family fun.
It also means warmer temperatures, and the heat inside a closed car can quickly rise to dangerous, even deadly levels.
That's why we're reminding you to always look again and never leave children alone in a vehicle.
Look Again is an important reminder not only for child care providers, but also for parents, grandparents, friends, anyone caring for a child.
When you arrive at your destination, look through your car to make sure everyone is out safely. Then look again.
If you see a child left alone in a vehicle, call 911 immediately. Every minute counts.
Help us spread this important message by visiting our website or following us on Facebook and Twitter. Everyone can play their part. Right, Callie?
Welcome to Active Living at the Active Life. I'm Dan Wooten, your host, and today we're at the West Georgia Callaway Center for our annual Senior Expo. At this event, we have vendors and medical screenings. We even have ice cream we're giving away, classic cars, beautiful cars that free photographs in front, and then we have educational speakers such as we have going on right now. This is an annual event. Since I've been involved, we've been holding this event for about 16 years, and I hope you get a chance to attend sometime. It's a great event to learn more about the services in our community to older adults. So today we're going to be interviewing several vendors and learning a little bit about their services and seeing the classic cars and meeting the site managers that serve Troup County. So buckle up, we got a great ride ahead. Hi, I'm here with Christy Gilmore and Tammy Forbes of West Georgia Hospice WellStar, and they are one of our gold level sponsors here at the Senior Expo. And Christy, you're brand new as Director of Hospice, is that true?
I've been with West Georgia Hospice about 4 months now.
Oh, wonderful. Now tell us a little bit about the services you provide. We've seen your building, but I know it goes far beyond that.
It does. We have over 100 individuals that we serve at any one time, both at home and in our West Georgia LaGrange building.
Okay.
Yeah. We offer nursing services. We have a full range of services with the chaplains, the social workers, and the many volunteers that add great programming.
Well, welcome aboard. It's great to have you in the community. Tammy, what do you do at West Georgia Hospice?
I am volunteer coordinator, and as Christy mentioned, we have a wonderful group of volunteers. We have about 130 volunteers who visit our patients, who help with fundraisers, who work with our staff in the building, clerical, data entry, and things like that. So they are just a wonderful group to be able to work with.
Great. Now, you mentioned fundraisers. Are there ways, I know a lot of people in the community would love to help out hospice. What are some ways that people can throughout the year?
Other than our fundraisers or including?
A combination, including.
Our fundraisers, we have different fundraisers all year long. We have a raffle in February that benefits Camp Dogwood, which is coming up next weekend. That's our bereavement camp for children who've lost a loved one. People can buy poinsettias at Christmas time, and then we have our golf tournament in October, which is a huge fundraiser for us. But one of the ways that people can help us too is we have a family pantry at hospice where we provide snacks and things for our families free of charge while they are there in our building when they don't want to have to leave the building, so people can drop by snacks and things like that for us all year long, and we would love to have those.
That's great. Well, again, thank you for being one of our sponsors here at the Senior Expo. It's great to have you, and welcome, Christy. I'm here with Margaret Morton. She's with Poplar Creek, one of the administrators, and she's one of our gold level sponsors for the Expo. Thank you so much for that.
You're more than welcome.
And tell us a little bit about Poplar Creek. What services do you provide?
Well, Poplar Creek, we have a full range of services for seniors. We have a facility that's located out on Airport Road, and in that facility we have 15 apartments for seniors, assisted living. We also have 14 apartments for memory care for clients with Alzheimer's and other dementias. And the third part of our program is our in-home caregivers. And with that, we provide seniors private caregivers in their homes to help them with whatever they might need so that they're able to age in place in their homes.
Well, I've had the opportunity to visit Poplar Creek. Beautiful place, wonderful atmosphere. Are you filled now? Are there any opportunities for somebody now to have an apartment in either unit?
Right now, I believe we're full, but that can change at a moment's notice.
Okay.
So we have a waiting list that people can join on to. And if they would like to come out and visit with us and take a tour of the facility and possibly get their name on the list, we'd be happy to do that.
Great. Well, thank you for being here today at our Senior Expo.
Welcome. Thank you.
I'm here with Officer Jim Davidson from the LaGrange Police Department, and we appreciate all that the police department does for us, and we appreciate you being here today at the Expo.
Thank you. We appreciate you having us here.
Tell us a little bit about some of the services the police department provides that maybe some people don't realize.
Sure. We do a lot of stuff with the community now through the Community Outreach Unit, and it involves public education, different aspects of training the public, teaching the public about various things, crime prevention aspects. We do a neighborhood watch program. We can do just about anything, and we're open to doing anything and providing anything that the people need of the non-enforcement type of an action or interaction, if you will.
One thing you provided for the Active Life recently that was very helpful, you came and spoke to our group and also helped to train our staff on active shooter threats.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about that.
It's called CRAZE training, Civilian Response to Active Shooter Events, and the way we have it set up and designed is it's an active threat event, so it doesn't have to just be a shooter. But it is valuable training. It takes about 90 minutes. We present it to any kind of a group, an organization, anything from a church to a business to any kind of civic groups, and it's important because it's something it's something you can use anywhere in life. Any place you go, grocery shopping, Walmart, malls, church, your home actually, place of business, whatever, and it's something you can take to safeguard yourself and be prepared for the unfortunate events that are going on in our society today with people going out in public and trying to do harm to other people.
And that's something we wish we didn't have to know, but it's very helpful information. If you were at a mall one day and somebody comes in with a gun, what should you do? And that's covered all in your training.
That's correct. That is covered in the training that we offer through the CRAZE training program that we do offer through the public.
Now, we work with older adults, and I know as a policeman you interact with a lot of older adults.
Mm-hmm.
And is there any special type of advice or things that you think the older adult population should be aware of that would be helpful to them?
Well, just, there's elder abuse issues, obviously, that take place, unfortunately, and we can address those issues and give some educational presentations about those things. But overall, there's a lot of scams and a lot of fraud things going on that involve the elderly, and a lot of it's done through a phone or on a computer, and they just need to really be aware and safeguard about that. And especially on the phone side of it, one of the things I found out by being here today is a lot of people don't understand or know about the Georgia no-call or the national no-call lists, and it's something that I guess I need to gather some information and be able to have a handout to give out, is what I've learned today, because that is important, and that's how a large percentage of these things start, is through a phone call to an elderly person, and then they start having a conversation and getting information, and it just kind of blossoms from there.
Okay, excellent. Now, a question that I always talk with older adults about that I would like to hear your input in is, if they have something to happen and they question themselves, should I call 911 or not? What advice would you give to an older adult that had such a feeling?
Yeah, sure, because it may not be a crime necessarily that's occurred, but if for no other reason, for peace of mind, we're not just here for criminal purposes. We interact in non-enforcement ways, like I said, and we are part of the community, and want to be plugged into being part of the community overall. So I think it's important that, yes, if they have a concern, if there's something they don't have an answer to and they need to call us, we don't mind. If we can help them, we will. If we can't, maybe we can direct them to somebody that can help them.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Jim, we appreciate you and our other officers and what you do for our community.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it, okay?
Hi, I'm with Steve Noble's Dermatology Institute Physician's Assistant.
That is correct.
And they're here today at our Senior Expo, and they're one of our gold level sponsors. And we're so excited about the Dermatology Institute because you have a brand new location on Lafayette Parkway. Tell us a little bit about that, Steve.
Well, we've been, I'm a physician assistant for Dr. David Harvey, and we've moved from the Emory Holder Clinic to our new facility. There, it's down from the Walmart Marketplace there on Lafayette Parkway.
It's a beautiful building.
It is.
And so y'all have moved in there?
Yes, we're moved in there. We're there 5 days a week.
Okay.
And very easy to get in on our schedule at this time.
Excellent. Why should somebody be drawn to come to a dermatologist? What concerns or issues or just aging might draw somebody to see a dermatologist?
Well, in general, we look for skin cancer. So if anyone has a new or changing mole or something that bleeds, an area that doesn't heal properly, that would be a concern for surgical intervention for skin cancers, or rashes, poison ivy, insect bites, things like that, anything that involves the skin.
Okay. Now, as a person ages, does their skin change, and are there special needs and care concerns that they should have?
Yes, definitely. If skin gets a little older, most of the time it gets a little drier, so some good skin care techniques, not using a lot of hot water, and maybe a good moisturizer, some mild cleansers would be helpful as the skin dries out.
Well, Steve, we're so glad to have you here today at the Senior Expo, and you're one of our neighbors at near the Active Life, so we're excited to have you just down the road from us. So
thank you very much.
Welcome. I'm here with Brian Bruggerman from the Three Rivers Area Agency on Aging. Thank you for being here, Brian.
Absolutely. Glad
You
to be
are
here.
one of our gold level sponsors. We appreciate your support, and we wanted to learn a little bit about the Area Agency on Aging. Tell us a little bit, what do you do?
Sure. Well, we have a variety of programs. I'm personally the manager of our Aging and Disability Resource Connection. We provide in-home help to people that need assistance with their activities of daily living, like home-delivered meals and housekeeping assistance and personal care. We just opened up an assistive technology center back in August to help people that might need some assistance with their activities of daily living with devices to help them. We also have Georgia Cares, which helps people navigate the Medicare system. We have a senior employment program. We have a wellness program. So a wide variety of different programs.
Of course, one area that applies to the Active Life is our congregate meals and home delivered meals.
Right, that's right, absolutely.
Are so vital to our community.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, Georgia Cares, tell us a little bit about that. Older adults have to make a decision once a year.
Right, to what kind of insurance plan they're going to sign up for, and we can help. That's, I think, in October through December, people can sign up for their plan, and but you can call anytime if you have a question about your Medicare or just want more information about how to sign up for a plan. But it's free, doesn't cost anything, and it's a wonderful program because navigating Medicare can be very difficult and complex, and we have a wonderful coordinator, Belinda Jones, who will help you navigate all that. Yeah.
And one thing I appreciate is it's not biased because it's funded through the state of Georgia.
Exactly.
People can go and get the information of what would be the best selections.
Exactly.
Because if you go to an insurance agent, they may direct you toward their insurance policy.
Right, exactly.
So
yeah.
we appreciate it. So at the Active Life, we once a month have a representative from Georgia Cares come to visit.
Right.
You have that toll-free number that people can call to be able to get help all the time.
That's right, absolutely.
So tell us, what do you do, Brian?
Well, I am the program manager for the Aging and Disability Resource Connection. So I managed our in-home supportive services that I talked about earlier. We also have a community resource database, which is awesome. If you are needing some assistance, let's say that a neighbor calls you and says that they don't have any food in their house. You can call us. We can go into our community resource database and pull up the agencies that provide that help and give that person the numbers that they can then call and maybe get some emergency food or whatever that they're looking for. We have access to over 1,400 community resources in our 10-county service area.
Okay.
So that's a really big, I think, plus. That's something that we offer the community.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate the Area Agency on Aging and
Absolutely.
what you do, Brian,
Great.
and thank you for joining us today at our
Thank
Expo.
You. Absolutely. Thanks.
The Medicine Cabinet is one of our gold level sponsors for the Senior Expo, and we have with us today Tara and Tanya of the Medicine Cabinet. Tara, tell us a little bit about the Medicine Cabinet and what you offer.
Yes, sir. Well, the Medicine Cabinet is a locally owned pharmacy, independent. We're not a chain, not a box store. We have great service. That's what we're going on. Just the experience of the Medicine Cabinet. We do compound drugs and blister packing for individuals as well as homes as well. But at the Vernon Street store, we have a soda shop and a gift boutique. And just come by and see us. We'd love to take care of you.
That soda shop and ice cream that you serve there, ooh, is so good.
Yeah, and that ice cream actually is made in-house, from the puree of the fruits to the roast of the nuts and things like that. So we make our own waffle cones, everything. I said we need to get an exhaust fan so that the waffle cones go out, but it's really amazing. So.
Oh, really that's good. Wonderful. And thank you for being one of our sponsors, providing that wonderful ice cream in a little bit. Tanya, what do you do at the medicine cabinet?
I am a certified pharmacy technician. I am the technician over the compounding part of the pharmacy. I specialize in compounding medications that are not commercially available.
Thank you. Well, we appreciate you being here, but you've got to check out the Vernon Street Medicine Cabinet for some of those wonderful waffle cones and ice cream. I'm here with Lindsay Richard with the Alzheimer's Association. Thank you, Lindsay, for being here today.
Thank you for
at our
having
Expo. Tell us a little bit about the Alzheimer's Association, what services you provide to our community.
Okay, we are located in Columbus, Georgia, but LaGrange is our territory, and we provide care consultations. We have a 24/7 helpline that anybody can call. We can counsel anybody that has just gotten a diagnosis of Alzheimer's.
Excellent. Now I look behind me and I see a special event that's taking place. Tell us about this.
Our Walk to End Alzheimer's is at Vernon Woods on September 17th. It is easy to register. You just go to georgiawalk.org and register for LaGrange, and we have an awesome walk in LaGrange.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yep.
It'd be at Vernon Woods.
Yep,
all right,
September 17th.
That's great. How would a person get in contact with Alzheimer's Association, whether it be a caregiver or somebody that would like to find out more about the disease? How would they contact you?
Okay, we have an 800 number. It's 1-800-272-3900, and I know it's an 800 number, but it will contact you with a local person here in LaGrange.
All right, well, excellent. Thanks again for being here today at our Senior Expo.
Thank you.
It's a privilege to be here today with Sheriff James Woodruff of the Troup County Sheriff's Office. James, good to have you here today.
Glad to be here, always glad to be part of anything for the active life.
Well, James, we appreciate all that you do throughout the year of helping to train our older adults on areas that are relevant. And what do you have for us today? What would you give advice to older adults as the greatest threat that they may be facing?
Well, I think the greatest threat continues to be the scams. I just talked to a lady out in the lobby that got a call this morning before she came over here. These people are coming up with different ways to scam our elderly, and I just asked them to always be on alert for that. Anytime you're suspicious, call us. Call LaGrange Police Department. Let us come out and check it out, because 99% of the time, it's going to be a scam.
I like what you just said then. If they're suspicious, call. Because some older adults say, should I call? Should I not call?
Always call. You never bother us. That's what we're here for. I hear from people all the time after the fact that says, well, I didn't want to bother you. That's what we're here for. It's not a bother. You call us. We want to do it.
We appreciate that very much. Tell us a little bit about some of the services. You know, I think of Are You OK? A lot of people in our community aren't familiar with some of those services. Tell us a little bit about that.
Dan, Are You OK? Is a service for usually people that live alone, and they want us to call and check on them every day. If they give us a certain time of the day and a phone number, we call them, we check on them. If they don't answer, we dispatch a deputy out to their house and check. We've actually found people that have fallen and needed help getting up or needed medical attention, and so we encourage them. If they live alone and they'd like for us to sign them up, it's a free service that we offer. If they sign up and they don't like it, call us back and just say, take me off the list.
That is a wonderful service. We have a number of our older adults that are participating in that, and we just appreciate the Troup County Sheriff's Office, what y'all do with that. Are there any other areas that you think the community should know about, that services that they may not be aware of with the Troup County Sheriff's Office?
Well, I would like to remind everybody, when you go on vacation or if you're going to go out of town, call us and let us check your house. We'll be glad to go by and check your house for you, make sure there's nobody messing around. If there's people that's going to be there looking after the dogs or the cats or bringing in the mail, just let us know, and that's another free service that we offer.
Oh, that is a very valuable service in our today's society for that. So how many deputies do you have that serve our community?
Well, we've got about 26 that's in patrol division.
Okay.
They're the ones that are out there answering the calls, checking the houses when people are on vacation, answering the "Are you okay?" calls. But then, we've got other areas. We have the court division, we've got the civil division. We've got a huge agency that makes up a lot of what we're doing. Let me say, next of all, in the morning is our 10th Citizens Farms class. I was just talking to a lady here a minute ago. She lives alone. I said, it'd be perfect for you. She said, my husband bought me a gun. I've never touched it. I don't know what to do. And I said, that's what the class is for. Our 10th annual class, if they'll call Stuart Smith, get signed up, it's free. You come out, you shoot your gun. We teach you about gun safety. We let you shoot one of our guns if you want to maybe try a different one, and it's just another way we're trying to reach out and help our older men.
So they would call 706-883-1616.
That's
correct.
correct. That is correct.
And ask for
Stuart Smith.
Stuart Smith.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you again. We appreciate all that you and the deputies do to serve our community and keep us safe.
Well, thank you, Dan. Glad to be here.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
We've had a great day at the Senior Expo, and I just wanted to remind you the Active Life in LaGrange. We also have the Active Life in Hogansville and the West Point Senior Center. Here are the 3 site managers of Troup County that I wanted to be sure you know of. And next to me is Sheila Howington of the Active Life of Hogansville. What are your hours there at the Hogansville Center?
We're open from 8 till 4, Monday through Friday.
Okay, great. And next to her is Fran Vicino of West Point. What are your hours there, Fran?
Ours are from 8 to 2.
Okay, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Great. And what about Molly? What about you at LaGrange?
8 to 4, Monday through Friday.
Great. And these 3 ladies work so hard to make things wonderful for our older adults in our community, and we appreciate them. What are the requirements to join? Well, you have to be 55 and older. It is for independent older adults because we don't provide any nursing care, but we have plenty of different activities. What's one of your favorite activities you offer, Sheila, at the Hogansville Active Life?
Oh, well, line dancing maybe, yes.
They have line dancing and Zumba, and you have a dance. Don't you have a dance coming up?
Yes, we have a dance tomorrow night, actually. Yes, from 7 till 10.
That's great.
Yes.
Fran, what's an activity or an event you really enjoy at the West Point Senior Center?
I enjoy them all, but the men enjoy the billiard room, and we have ladies who quilt. That's very popular. Usually Mexican train and card games.
Now you have some special events where y'all get together, didn't you recently, or have one coming up, a special event where they were serving hot dogs? I couldn't remember which was that?
We recently had a Senior May Day, and we invited all the seniors in West Point, and we had about 85 people showed up. So we had games outside, different kinds of activities. Cakewalk was the most popular of the events, but we served lunch, and then we also have coming up on June 15th, we're doing a flag retirement ceremony, so that should be exciting.
That will be moving. Molly, what about LaGrange? Any highlights of any upcoming events there?
We have a senior picnic coming up on June 22nd, and that's for all of our members that participate in our lunch program.
And West Point, too.
And West Point, sorry, yes. And West Point, sorry, Fran.
That's okay.
So all kind of activities and opportunities to stay active. I think the greatest danger for older adults is inactivity, becoming a couch potato. And so these 3 ladies are committed to getting you off the couch and getting you involved in something much more exciting. Great people, great fellowship, and great fun. So thank you for joining us today, and come see us in person.